Today on the show, we're going to be talking about oral sex.
Specifically, the female oral sex.
The carpet munching, the clam chowder.
Wait. Chow down on that clam chowder. This is Ivy.
And this is Gidget.
And you're listening to Slut Shame This. Oh, we're going.
We good.
Hi.
Welcome back to the pod house.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I live here. No.
That's a weird stuff.
I know. I'm super weird.
How was your week?
It was solid. I rediscovered how much I love metal again. I've been listening to a lot of Behemoth and Demu, and it makes me feel like a badass, which is probably why I'm wearing this leather jacket.
Oh, yeah, you are a total badass. You really are. I watched you walk into the house, and I was like,
had my horns out.
She's about to fuck shit up. Like, damn, I'm just going to stand behind you, let you lead the way.
Milady. Tips,
yeah.
Fedora. Because you look like a supermodel today.
Yes, I'm such a waif. Like, I can hide behind this microphone stand and you wouldn't even see me. I'm so thin.
Yes, exactly.
People are always like, are you okay? Are you eating enough?
Honestly, same. People are a little concerned.
I know. They're worried. And it's like, but it's fucked up that, I eat so much.
I don't know why I keep losing weight. I'm just like, I eat pizza every day.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I just love Olive Garden because when I'm there, I'm family. And the Olive Garden is closer than my family's house in Calabasas.
Well, then there you go. You got your fix.
I got the fix of the fam.
I meant that you looked really nice because you have your makeup and your hair done and you're all dolled up today.
Yes, I am dolled up. I am. I'm wearing a bra.
Tell us everything.
No, I wasn't going to break down my outfit.
Ah, dang it.
The one thing I'm not wearing is panties. Do you have any, obsessions this week? Like, are you listening to anything else?
Yeah,
or
good question.
Besides your metal?
Unbelievable. The show Unbelievable on Netflix.
It's fucking unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. You watched it too, right?
I did. I watched it Saturday. I came home. I watched the first episode, and I could barely get through that episode. I was like, this is so hard to watch.
It's a rough one.
But then I'm so glad I did, and I watched the whole show on Saturday night.
That's what I did last night.
Oh my God.
So I was telling you, I put on an episode. It was like 10 p.m. I was like, I'll just watch something before I go to bed. Cut to, it's 5 a.m. and I'm like trying to keep my eyes open so I can see the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's so cool. So it's like a true crime drama limited series, I think 8 episodes, and it's Merritt Wever and Toni Collette and Caitlin Denver.
All incredible actresses.
All incredible. And it's about cops investigating a serial rapist, and it's based on a true story.
So insane.
Yeah, so it's really cool.
If you can get past the first episode, it's very triggering. So big trigger
warning.
It's rough. I was like, this is like torture.
Yeah, it was brutal.
But I had to keep going.
I know. I'd heard such good things, and that it was such a powerful female-driven show.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to get over this hump because apparently it's really good, and it felt really empowering.
It totally did. I have the chills talking about it right now, actually.
Yeah,
I loved it so much. How was your week?
My week was pretty fine. I really had insomnia the first couple days, which was brutal. But now I slept like a baby last night.
Oh, good. Did you take Benadryl?
I took 2.
Yeah.
But I did the other nights too. I just couldn't sleep. And I've also I burnt out on watching Friends years ago. Like when I lived in New York, I had the box DVDs and I would just play them constantly.
Perfect.
And then by the time Friends was even on Netflix, I'd like, I didn't get into it again. And now I've started like binging it and I forgot that it's
like the warmest, coziest show, right?
It's so happy.
I know a lot of people have their issues with it, but personally,
it's so good.
It's like a blankie.
Yeah.
It's like very comforting.
Yeah, like you can't hold things from 20 years ago or 25 years ago up to like today's standards and be like, it's like obviously there's things wrong with fucking everything.
Literally. But and still to this day.
I think today, the day we're recording this, is actually the 25th anniversary of its premiere.
Oh.
Fun fact.
That's a fun fact.
Yes.
Who were you? And as far as like all the characters?
Me and Carlos talked about this when he was on, but that I'm a Ross.
You're a Ross, yeah.
I heard
Ross. That you're a Ross.
But like I know that I'm a Ross. I think I'm a Ross with a little bit of Rachel.
Yeah. So you're like them melded together. Like maybe their child would be.
Actually, maybe, I don't know. Who do you think I am?
I would say Ross, maybe a little bit of Monica. Because you're very like... You're like very pragmatic and organized and you like things clean and you get shit done and you don't like wait for anyone else to do it. I feel like Rachel's a little bit more like flying by the seat of her pants, which is kind of more, I think, what I do. I'm like, it'll be fine.
I feel like you're a Phoebe.
Oh, yes. Thank you. I love that.
You're a Phoebe and a Joey. Yeah. Oh my God, no, you're just a Joey.
Yeah. Wait, how you doing? How you doing? I'm like, I'm in my leather jacket today.
Yeah,
and everything.
Exactly.
I'm ready to break some hearts and eat some sandwiches.
Yeah.
Speaking of eating, well, today we're talking about oral sex. Performed on both men and women. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah, we're going to get up in there.
Up in it and around it and through it.
It's truly going to be a mouthful.
Ayo. We started this episode off supposed to be about oral on both, types of genitals, but we got really carried away talking about pussy, and we honestly think pussy deserves its own dang episode.
Yeah, and it needs attention.
It does, but it is to be listened to by all. Because you can get advice on how to please the pussy and how to get your pussy pleased. So
let me get in. Let me cross my legs to my business side.
Oh, okay. There it is. There she is.
There we go. So how about first I ask you about how to eat pussy for all of our listeners who want to know how. I feel like people are more intimidated about going down on a girl than they are on a guy.
I think I agree. Even personally, I feel intimidated eating girls out. But I also think that I kind of get it, or at least I like to think that I get it.
Do you think people are more intimidated because women are better? Just kidding.
The penis is just so out there, it's just out and erect and it's just this long thing and you just can see it and you know what to do with it. And then a vagina is like almost like an internal mushy, soft, wet thing and you're like, I don't know.
It's a little puzzle.
It's a little puzzle.
Yeah.
So I think that's also a little bit intimidating because if you put your mouth around a penis, I mean, it's not going to feel horrible for the guy.
There's no way to do that wrong.
There's ways to do it better, which we can definitely talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
But eating pussy is definitely important and I think a lost art on many people. I would say of all the partners I've had sex with, I would say half are good at oral, which I don't think is that great of a statistic.
No, guys, do better.
What about you? Do you feel like you get lucky or what is your ratio?
I really like to have my pussy eaten. So, and again, I'm only really in long relationships. So I feel like generally we figure it out.
We
get there. Like I'm not like when I was, in my first relationship.
Right.
Or whatever. But like when I was like 15 or, you know, but
long relationship pussy eating is like it's like a mwah. It's
a delicacy.
Compliments to the chef.
It's like a Alfredo sauce.
You know, it's a gabagool.
It's a gabagool.
Hey.
But yeah, I agree that it is a learning curve. So even anything that I'm giving advice on is to be taken into consideration, but mostly you have to work with your partner and who you're going down on.
And as Manuel would say, just pay attention and listen to their body.
Oh, yeah.
And react.
Manuel, yeah, he has
Shout
some
out.
great advice. Shout out. What up? We have a new scene out, actually. It's good.
Oh, is that
the consent?
Yes. I've been waiting for consent ever since I saw the cover.
Yeah, they sent me all this promo stuff for it today, like a Twitter banner and stuff, and I saw the trailer. They just really want to push it because they really.
No, I'm saying, why haven't you sent it to me for my LinkedIn?
And it's like got a quote for me on the banner. And
what do you say?
I just say like your parents can tell you not to do things a million times, but you're still gonna do them. That's what they chose.
Your parents.
Yeah, classic rebel.
Yeah,
I'm such a rebel.
Are you playing a teen?
No, I was talking because it was in the interview, and they were just asking about all kinds of stuff, and it got really personal.
This wasn't like in the script.
No, this was just an interview, and I said that, and they took it out of context, which is kind of funny, because I'm like, yeah.
I like it.
Metal.
That's why you are so metal. You're so fucking metal.
But that scene is really, really amazing, and it's probably one of the better scenes I've ever filmed, so if you like me and you like Manuel, look for that movie Consent. So yeah, let's talk about eating some pussy.
Sorry, I thought I was gonna burp.
You're gonna throw up just thinking about it.
I was waiting. I was just like, I don't want to start talking and then burp and ruin it. So no.
You're like, who?
We can keep that in or cut it out. It's really dealer's choice, Kevin. Anyway, pussy eating. So what would you do? What are the tips that you have for people going down on a girl? Like, are there any basics?
Yeah, I would say it's kind of like a do's and don'ts.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know?
Give me a do.
A do is tease it. Mm-hmm. If she's wearing panties, like kiss it over the panties, get her excited, because like the anticipation of what's going to happen is usually like some of the most exciting stuff. So when guys or girls, whatever, just dive in immediately and go hard, it's like, you know, it's just too much too soon, and it can honestly be a little desensitizing sometimes if people just go too hard. Yeah. So I like to draw it out with some teasing. So I would say the first tip is to tease the pussy by maybe like kissing it, or even like just like letting your like warm breath be on it is really hot. That kind of stuff, touching it through the panties, all that before you pull it to the side to reveal the pussy.
Yeah. And I also like when a guy like grabs my like thighs and my ass before, you know, and just like.
Yeah. You can definitely multitask.
Use your hands.
Yes. Yeah. And I love that too.
Girl.
Yeah. I love when they grab my hips, thighs, butt. Also like running your hand up and down their stomach and like just appreciating the whole body is always my recommendation.
Because women like love to feel appreciated and like sexy. So like when you're touching us or whatever, it makes us feel like, you know.
Yeah, and it makes me feel like that you really want to be there.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think women in general are concerned about their partner, you know. I mean, maybe everyone is, but like I want you to be enjoying it, so I won't, no matter how much I love getting my pussy in, I don't want
someone to begrudgingly eating your pussy.
Yeah, exactly.
Nightmare. So I'd rather you not if you're gonna have that.
Yeah, so I like when someone's like grabbing me or whatever, and you feel like they want to be there and they like, can't get enough, you know.
And I think that some people maybe don't get that way because they are nervous and they're like so focused on like trying to like do it right,
trying to find the clip.
They're like, where is that?
They're like, where is that? Like, how many, under what fold?
Sneaky son of a gun.
God damn it. Now that you've pulled the panties to the side or off,
and get out of your head. You know, don't get too focused on like technique. So I think that my goal now is to just kind of tell you how to enjoy it, because the more you enjoy eating pussy, the more your partner will. I've always asked my lovers to kiss it like they would my mouth, which I've noticed feels really great, and it's a great way to start. Like soft kissing, using your tongue, but maybe like not like just punching it with your tongue directly immediately. Yeah. So very sensual, I would say, to start out with, and then kind of building up from there. Yeah. And that's, again, like where I would say feel your partner out, because some girls really like heavy clit stimulation. They like it to be pressed on harder, where some girls have a really sensitive clit. So I think that's why it's really safe to start off soft, because then the girl can kind of, you know, insinuate, you know, go harder, or this is just right.
And that's the thing that's a little different about like vagina or, you know, a pussy than a penis, is that like a girl can move where she wants you to be more so than a guy can like move his dick, you know? So you can like let a woman kind of guide you. Like she'll move in that direction, where a dick can't do that unless they're like moving your head or they're moving themselves. So, you know, but a girl will naturally just like move into the spot that feels good. So
and move away from spots that don't.
Exactly. So like that's a good thing to be receptive to, and that she's moving because that feels better or whatever, you know, generally.
Exactly. And you know what? The clit is definitely like the main focus, but also you shouldn't ignore the rest. Yeah. Definitely explore other parts. I always like doing the like long stroke where you start at the very bottom and go all the way up. That's super hot. Yeah. And agreed. Yeah, I love that. You know, if you're feeling like super freaky, you can go all the way down to the butthole.
Yeah. And that's something you should pay attention to your partner too, of like what, you know. Exactly. Like whether they're moving away for that, or they're kind of like, absolutely, because then you can.
When I'm getting my pussy eaten, one of my favorite crescendos is
crescendo
is like, you know, that's when it goes like, right?
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, like that. Yeah. Is when you've been eating me out for at least like 10 minutes and haven't used your hands at all, and then you slide the fingers in. It's like, what
was that?
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Hold up.
Nut.
So introducing your fingers, but like taking your time, you know, like I just feel like the message I want to get across the most is taking your time, slow and sensual to start.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, you know, if this is foreplay or whatever, and maybe the girl can't come from oral, I don't often come from just oral alone, but it gets me so excited that when it's time for penetrative sex, I mean, like I'm more ready than I've ever been.
Yeah.
You know? So, but yeah, I think a lot of girls come from it too.
Yeah. I always come from, not always, but like
if it's done right,
come from oral. Yeah. And then that's also fun because then I'm all wet.
You're prepped and primed.
For it to come again.
Yeah. Come again.
But yeah, I think like a lot of girls also don't come from oral. So just because like.
It's just, yeah, it's like no matter how good it feels for me, sometimes I just can't cross that like threshold.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean the girl's not loving it. So I think like guys or girls who are going down on someone don't think they're not enjoying it because they're not coming, you know?
Yeah.
It feels really good for everyone. And if they want it to stop, they'll...
Yeah, it's funny. Like, I feel like oral sex is sometimes more intimate than just straight up penetrative sex, depending on who you're with and how it's going. True. You know, like when I was younger, I wouldn't suck every guy's dick that I hooked up with. It was like a intimate I like you thing.
Oh yeah, no, I've never sucked a dick that wasn't someone I was like.
But I've fucked guys that I was like not crazy about. But I was like, I'm not putting that in my mouth.
No.
Put it
That's a lot. I mean, it's
an interesting. I want to kind of
face.
know the like psychology behind, because I think it's pretty common that a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah.
I remember talking to a young guy that I was hooking up with back in the day. I was like 26 and he was like 21, and he was talking about how he like saves going down on girls for like special girls, and I was like, no. I was like, I'm like, I can be choosy about whose dick I suck, but you gotta eat every pussy.
Exactly, because good luck having a girl want to have sex with you again.
Exactly. Well, and he learned from me. He thanked me later down the line.
Good.
So, you know.
School of hard knocks.
Yeah.
I think there's also girls who want someone to go down on them, but either don't know how to bring that up to their partner or are self-conscious. So what advice would you give?
Yeah, that's a really good point to bring up, because I've had a few girlfriends tell me that they don't like getting their pussy eaten, and I've asked why, and they said that it's because they're insecure about whether or not they might smell or taste or whatever, like unappealing.
Like we said, it's like very intimate, so it's it's like a vulnerable place to let someone be.
It feels vulnerable even talking about it.
Exactly.
It's so weird. Like, I can talk about anal all day, but for some reason, getting your pussy licked is like really intimate.
We're making eye contact and blushing.
It's a lot more vulnerable than the usual, so I can understand why some people aren't comfortable receiving. Some advice for that, would just be to like get to know your body by yourself more, masturbate, maybe masturbate watching a girl get her pussy licked. I always like Pornhub that shit, like close up pussy eating.
I love a close up amateur pussy eating.
It's my favorite. Stuff like that to kind of get you in the zone and the mindset. And then if you are concerned about hygiene, there's really simple, easy ways to like know that you're good. You can always carry around little baby wipes. Yeah. Summer's Eve makes little like prepackaged
you can just
ones.
keep them in your purse, so that way if you like go to your partner's house or you're at a bar and you meet someone, you're going back and you can keep one in your purse and then just go freshen up.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's like with anything, and like a lot of guys with foreskin too, it's like just requires a little maintenance, you just kind of check it out, baby wipe it.
I think.
And honestly, like in porn, I always douche before scenes because I'm just trying to be considerate. But like, I don't think that we should get rid of our natural taste or smell for people in our real lives. But if something's going to make you feel more confident and comfortable, you can feel free to douche. I just recommend that you just pour out the liquid. Don't do it with the vinegar, and just do a little like water rinse if that's something that's important to you. Yeah,
if that's something you want to do. But again, like the vagina is a self-cleaning part of your body, so like there's good bacteria in there and stuff, and so when you're douching, you also like run the risk of losing some of that good bacteria or whatever, and it could make you a little more prone to getting infections, which is just a good thing to like give people a heads up of. Like, but also people think your smell is good. It's like I like the smell of like a sweaty guy who I'm attracted to.
Absolutely.
Like that to me is hot because it's a pheromones.
Absolutely.
So like you also don't need to be completely fucking sterile. We're not in hospitals, like we're human beings. People have been doing this since the dawn of man.
Exactly.
So like give yourself a break, and it's hot. Like that's fucking hot. Pop that pussy right open.
Bust it open.
And then what do you think about I was gonna try to do a really big left turn. What? But then I couldn't keep a straight face. I was gonna So what do you think about Brazilian face sitting?
What is that? What's Brazilian face sitting?
It's where
please do tell.
Isn't it where someone like just grinds the shit out of someone's face?
Oh, it's lit. I love
just like
the guy's like sitting there, and then the girl puts like her full
the way
butt.
You would. Yeah,
and you're just violently.
Maybe it's like a femdom thing.
I think I've done that. Yeah, I just didn't know how to name.
I think it's, like fucking.
Or like smothering.
Yeah, like fucking someone's face with your pussy.
Yeah, I mean, guys fuck my face with their penises, so yeah. I'll return the favor. We've talked about hygiene and different ways to kind of go down and to receive. Yeah. Also, coconut oil is always really nice if you want to like jazz up your pussy just a little. It's like antibacterial and antifungal. And so sometimes like I've like baby wiped and then just like if I'm at home, you know, like I'll grab my coconut oil and just kind of trace it down the front.
I like that. I use Fur oil.
What's that?
The brand is Fur, and it's like oil specifically for your vagina and your pubic hair. And it smells really good, but it doesn't like have a taste or anything.
Perfect.
And I always put it on after I get out of the shower too. But it's pretty luxe feeling.
Oh, now I want to try it.
Yeah.
Fur.
Yeah.
But coconut oil works too.
Totally.
Yeah. It's been my tried and true when I want to like feel a little bit fresh and stuff. It's just
and then it's all already like smoothed down there, you know.
It's nice. It makes it feel sexy. Sometimes it's like all like lubricated and like oiled up.
And if you have like hair, it like softens the hair, so it just already like feels better on their face.
Luxury pussy.
It's a luxury pussy. It's a mink chinchilla.
Beautiful. Stunning.
Okay, so we got some questions from you guys on Instagram and Twitter when we said that we were going to be talking about oral sex. And we have one that says, how should I stimulate the clit? So I'm going to throw that to you, Ivy.
I mean, literally just touching the clit stimulates it. So like I kind of mentioned before, starting off slow, kissing it, like rubbing your tongue along it while your tongue is soft. And I think you guys know the difference between like a hard tongue and a soft tongue. You know, just doing your tongue kind of soft over it, that will like get the blood rushing to it.
Yeah, and you can like trace around it and then like move your way in, you know.
Yeah, and you can definitely utilize your hands a little bit. But like I mentioned before, one of my favorite things is not introducing a hand for a while because I like the prolonged teasing, but to stimulate the clit, really just start off soft, and then I think that the person will basically kind of lead you into like how much pressure she wants, because that's really like a snowflake situation. It's so really different every time.
But like I was saying before, like you can try, a girl can like press into you, she can you know, and then you can just be aware of the signs that she's throwing your way.
Exactly.
AKA literally her pussy in your face. Someone else said, what do you think of temperature play?
I don't know.
I think that would mean like putting like ice, maybe?
Yeah, that sounds like, if you're like putting something warm or cool. I don't know. Sounds kind of hot. It could be.
There's like the ice cube thing.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think I've ever done that. Have you?
Yeah, like with an ex once when it was like really hot outside, and like, you know, like when you're like in that honeymoon phase and like you just like don't leave the house and like fuck all day.
Yes.
It was like, it was like that time.
Like he like just rubbed an ice cube on you?
He was like rubbing it like on my back and like down my butt, and then like letting the water drip down my pussy, and like that was
spicy.
Yeah.
That was hot.
That's nice.
Or actually it was cooling. It wasn't spicy.
I feel like I wouldn't like that.
No.
I don't like coldness. It's weird because I'm such a frigid bitch.
You need the warmth to counteract it.
Exactly. Don't bring sand to the beach.
Exactly. You know? So maybe you'd like a little warming towelette.
I would like a little hot water bottle. That sounds nice. I would just throw a hot water bottle on my pussy.
Yeah. I use...
that would probably actually turn me on.
Really? I think...
If there's something like warm.
Yeah, warmth turns me on too. Both do. I think it's just like
an ice pack on your pussy?
No, but like I really remember...
You didn't. You said no, like as if I was being serious.
I'm like, no.
Like, no, not for me. I mean, I'm not kink shaming anyone if ice pack pussies are a thing.
Let's freeze this shit off.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Okay, so here's another question. Should I be more considerate about my beard stubble in betwing her legs?
That's a good question.
We like that. We stan a considerate king.
I've noticed that guys that usually stay freshly shaved, it does kind of hurt when they have like that fresh stubble growing in. And it does kind of, especially if your partner shaves and it's like just kind of friction. But then I noticed like once it gets past a certain stubble point, the stubble becomes soft. It's not like sticking straight out.
Yeah.
So there's kind of just like, if you rub your hand along your face and it feels really like sandpapery, then maybe you don't rub your face on her pussy unless she really likes it. But I mean, I dated guys with like straight up like handlebar mustaches and beards.
I know the one.
you know the one. Shout out if you're listening. Hey. Just kidding.
Really? Not kidding.
Not that kidding.
Not kidding.
But like I remember even like that particular person, like he shaved everything else on his face, but like when that stubble would grow in, like at like day 2, day 3, it's a little rough, and then it gets past that, and it's like, all right,
yeah.
So just do like a little hand test. Put the back of your hand up against your face,
yeah,
like a kitty.
And like a little facial hair, it's just like a little extra, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
A little feather. Tingle, but I don't know. It also depends on hair texture.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Worst experience getting head.
Do you want to share one?
What's the one thing that can make or break the experience for you?
Do you want to go first?
I can't. Let me think of a worst experience. I don't know if I can think of a worst experience.
I can think of one.
Because, yeah, what's your worst experience?
This girl and I were hooking up for the first time, and I could tell that she hadn't been with women very much, and that's totally fine. But she kind of had like that overzealous kind of way of someone who doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, and they're kind of just like flailing. And she went to go down on me, and it felt good for like a second, and then she started blowing raspberries on my pussy. Like when someone goes, and wait, it didn't fart. Wait, make the fart sound. Yeah. She was doing
me twice.
Nailed it. Dude, it was, and I was like trying not, I thought maybe she was like doing a little joke, you know, I was like, oh.
Hilarious.
And I realized like it was so awkward. I didn't want to like make her feel bad.
That's so weird.
But it was like stuck in my head for a very long time. Oh my God,
that is bizarre.
So I was just like trying not to laugh. And I was like, what are you doing?
That is really weird. Yeah, I don't know.
Making fart sounds on my
That's so weird.
That's what they call it, raspberries, right? When you like blow on like a kid's stomach.
Yeah, exactly. For sure. That is so strange. Yeah, no, I haven't had anything like that.
What about a make or break? Just like hypothetically, like what would be something that would like break, like a just absolute fuck no?
I think if you just like went right to my clit and started like
going hard.
Yeah, going hard on that. I'd be like,
yeah. I don't like it personally. This is a personal thing. I don't like it when people like suck really hard on my clit or like tooth it in any way.
Yeah.
That's kind of a, but mostly it's just like if you're acting all chaotic down there, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like have some control, focus.
Exactly. Like even if you don't know what you're doing, fake it till you make it. So is there anything else that you can think of that is like a make or break when someone's going down on you?
Yes, absolutely. And I would say that one of the biggest things is when a girl's about to come, don't change what you're doing. Don't speed up. Don't add anything. You're doing great. Just stay.
It's so true.
Doing what you're doing.
Don't go harder. Don't go faster. Just stay where you are. Don't add a finger. Don't, add a whatever.
Don't add a toe.
Yeah.
Just keep doing exactly what you're doing. And I think that's a huge misconception that like you need to rev it up as the person's coming. But really, if they're about to come based off what you're doing, that means what you're doing is great.
Yeah. So keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
This is a question from a girl. I'm going to throw this question to you, I think, because maybe through the lens of porn. But do men have preferences about size, hairy, non-hairy, big clit, big lips, etc.?
As far as like, so do guys have a preference of pussy aesthetic?
I guess so.
Or pussy anatomy?
I think that goes to what we were talking about earlier, which is women feeling like self-conscious and insecure. But
yeah. Obviously, we all have our preferences with genitals. Like, let's be honest. Like, I have a certain type of dick that I love. Certain types of pussies turn me on, like, specifically. But your anatomy is your anatomy, so you just have to embrace it.
Yeah,
like, and be proud of it. Like,
yeah, and men have a preference for pussy. Like, straight men have a preference for pussy, so they don't care, you know? Like,
oh, hairy, bloody. If he's in it, he's in it.
Like, yeah. And yeah, that's something. If when it comes to hair or whatever, like, I think you should do what makes you comfortable. But if what makes you more able to enjoy someone going down on you is that you feel like you're shaved or presenting in the way that they prefer, then ask your partner and see what they like. Because I've had guys who prefer a bush or prefer not, and that's never been something that I like have made decisions based on. Just like noticed, like, oh, you know, I didn't get a wax, and I'm seeing,
and they're like stoked.
And he's into it, and I'm like, oh, I just am about to save a little money every month.
Exactly. And exactly, it's like, obviously we never want to like tell women to dictate what they do with their bodies to appeal to men, but also it's totally nice and normal to want to please your partner, and it makes me feel good to do that too.
Exactly. And I think if you are self-conscious, it might make you be able to relax and more likely to enjoy the experience. And just like pay attention to the sensations and the good feelings if you're not worried about like, oh, is this not, you know, if you just know, like.
Yeah, and you can always keep your top bush and just shave the undercarriage of the bottom part. That's what I kind of try to do. Yeah.
Or you could do a reverse.
Like an Abe Lincoln,
like where you shave the mound.
You shave the
you leave the
lips are hairy.
Yeah,
hairy lips.
Yeah, pussy mullet. Exactly. Yeah, there's lots of different styles.
Cut it out. There's lots of different styles. Goodbye.
You can cut half off.
Yeah, you can do one side.
Well, that's what I was thinking.
Okay,
like one
side by side. Like, so there's like a juxtaposition. It's like,
so it feels like two different people.
Yeah.
Like how, like, you know, the stranger hand job.
Yeah, where you sit on the hand.
No, like it's where you give a hand job to your partner with your other hand, so it feels like a different person.
Oh my God, never heard of that.
Yeah, I've tried to do it to my partners, but they've never liked it. Like, why are you doing this?
Okay, here's 10 tried and true pubic hairstyles.
Oh,
cool. The martini glass. The martini glass is a Bermuda triangle combined with a landing strip. I can picture it.
I feel like that wouldn't be very flattering.
You'd be like super yucky.
Yeah.
And then there's the Bermuda Triangle. This look is a common go-to for a lot of women.
That's what you have, right? Would you say?
I would say, yeah, but it's like I let it be like the hair's long. I don't trim it. Because I like it more bushy looking, but you can have like
that's something I like when I do have pubic hair, like, because sometimes I do. Like when someone like grabs.
Yeah.
Oh, I also like when someone like grabs my pussy.
I love that so much.
Just a little aside.
Just grab it like a little cheeseburger.
Yeah, like a little taco. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a little, like a sock puppet.
Yeah. Little sock puppet. Just fist me. Turn me into your living meat puppet.
Put your hamburger in my pussy.
Please. Okay, so the Bermuda Triangle is like, it kind of follows the shape of like your natural pubic region. You've got the sides gone, so you can wear the bikini without the hair. I don't know what these ones are. The 5 o'clock shadow?
What is that? Just a little stubble?
I guess it's just a little stubble. Not my favorite look.
No, that's like my least favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Or my least favorite feeling.
Yeah, it feels
I'd rather have a bush than that.
the landing strip, which I think was really popular in the late 90s, which was just like a strip, like a stripe.
One of my friends still has a landing strip.
Yeah.
A mutual friend of ours.
I'm like thinking. I'm like trying to think.
Okay. We'll talk about it off air. I'll tell you about our friend's pubic hair.
Yeah, I'm dying to know. The silver fox, I'm guessing maybe that's just a more mature.
Yeah, mature pussy.
The bush, we've talked about the bush. Mm-hmm. The punk rocker, I'm assuming that's probably like a mohawk situation.
What?
I don't know. It just says punk rocker.
A mohawk?
Like, probably like a landing strip, but less groomed. Maybe like a longer...
That sounds wild.
It sounds super wild.
I would like to see that.
Like, yeah, like punk rock, man.
Now I have something to work towards.
You can bleach it and dye the tips pink.
Yeah. My hair's pretty blonde.
Like, rock and roll.
That's true.
And then the postage stamp.
Just a square.
Little boop. And I oop.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do whatever you want, though.
Yeah.
Be a slut. Do whatever you want. Just,
exactly.
You know. I like a bush and I like bald, personally.
Yeah. I do both. I have no sort of, it's just kind of like, if I feel like shaving, I shave. And then once or wax, and then usually I'll keep waxing or shaving because I don't like that stubbly phase.
Yeah, same.
But if I happen to be like, if I get over that hump, then I'm happy with my bush too, and we'll just chill with that until...
I feel very sexy with a bush. I'm going to drop... I was talking about my ex with the handlebar mustache, and he had a big impact on me. And one thing he said when we first started dating, I had a bald pussy, and he, like, insinuated after a while, like, that wasn't his preference. And I was like, okay. And he's like, just think about it this way. He's like, when you see a queen, like, sitting on her throne... Do you imagine her with like a bald pussy? He's like, no. And I was like, you know what? Fair enough. And then like Game of Thrones came out shortly after and it was all this like hairy pussy. And I was like, I mean, like it just stuck with me. And ever since then, I've tried to grow out my little bush.
I feel like I like the way I look looking at myself naked in the mirror, like when I have a bush.
Yeah.
Because I just feel womanly. Like it feels like my woman vagina, not like my... girl vagina, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like your sexy porn star vagina, which is also fun too.
Yeah, and sometimes just logistically in summer, if I'm at the beach,
slip and slide.
I just, you know,
it's a smooth sailing.
Yeah, I don't want anything, but that's usually more for.
Yeah, we've totally like sidebarred into like pussy maintenance, but I'm like down for it.
Yeah,
we had the intention of going over blowjobs and eating pussy. We got carried away with the pussy eating, but don't worry, we're gonna have our own separate episode, a part 2, all about blowing cocks. Gobbling it down the gullet. Slippery, sloppy,
beautiful blowjobs.
But this episode is dedicated to pussy. And it's time for the DMs.
Sliding into the DMs rather than that tongue on that pussy.
Yeah, unfortunately. But we love our DMs. This one is just a really short and sweet one, but it kind of just cracked me up. It's in my IV DMs. It just says, "You have something different. Bye." He's like, "You have something different!" Exclamation mark. Bye.
Like, okay.
Okay. All right.
Thanks.
And then another one. When will you be schoolgirl? I'm 32. I think the days of schoolgirl are over.
Yeah,
but I can play dress up.
Yeah.
I took a goth schoolgirl.
Why not?
A little crafty craft.
Yeah, why not? Let's
see if I've got anything else. I love you so much, Ivy. I can't stop thinking about you and your beauty. Sweetheart. Okay, yeah. Come on, guys, get creative here.
Yeah, I feel like the DMs have dropped off now that
that we're breeding them?
Yeah. Anywho, how about some reviews?
Yes, please.
So we got a couple good ones this week, so I think I'll read.
Yeah, and these are our reviews on iTunes.
And if you guys haven't left us a review or rated or subscribed, please do. It helps us so much, and we really, really appreciate it.
It determines the success of this podcast and how much content we can bring you. So if you're enjoying it, please just rate and review it. It helps us out a lot.
Yeah, and we love to read them.
It makes me so happy.
Me too. So happy. Okay, so this one is from Dara, aka Baphomet Bitch. And it says, "Love these ladies, 5 stars. I just discovered this podcast and I absolutely love it. Thank you."
Thank you.
Another 5-star one is from Axel Rosa, and it says, "Cool kids."
Hey, girl.
You know that unwelcoming cool kid table that you would never dream of striking up a conversation with because you have no common interests? This podcast is the total opposite of that. It's so great to come across a podcast that talks about typically taboo content that we all want to discuss in an approachable and adorably fun way.
What?
So nice.
That is such an incredible review. Thank you, Axel Rosa.
Yeah, we love that. Thank you.
Yes.
This one is from TIU Taylor. 5 stars. Love this podcast. Such a fun and lighthearted podcast about the things everyone should be talking about. Such a great dynamic between the two of them with fun and interesting topics. Love listening every week. Thank you. Oh my God, we got so many good ones.
You guys are killing it. I'm like smiling like ear to ear. I love the reviews.
And then one more.
Okay, let's do it. We're on a roll.
5 stars from Nori Story.
Nori.
Gidget and Ivy are legends and funny as hell. This podcast has made me feel more comfortable with my body while snort laughing most of the way through. Keep these coming literally and figuratively.
Hell yeah.
Cute. We love that.
Yeah, that makes me so happy to hear that it is informative and fun. That's like literally all that I think we could want.
Totally.
So thank you. Please keep telling us what you guys like about it, but also if there's anything that we can do better. Just send us those reviews, DM us, tweet us.
Yeah, we're at SlutShameThis on Twitter and Instagram. And then you can email us at slutshamethis@gmail.com. And yeah, we're available on iTunes and Google Play and
Spotify,
YouTube and Spotify starting this week. So,
yeah. And stay tuned for an upcoming Beeger episode. We're not going to completely forget about the penises.
Try as we may. Just try
as we may.
I actually do love sucking dick.
I fucking love sucking dick. I can't
dick.
wait to talk about it.
Me too.
But I'm happy that pussy got its own moment to shine.
Too. Yeah.
Shine on, you crazy diamond.
Shine on, you beautiful thing, you. Glistening.
Glistening clam and the pearl.
Yeah.
Shining.
Goodbye to you.
Goodbye to everything that I knew. You're the one I loved.
The one thing that I tried to hold on to.
Goodbye
to you.
And
bye,
you.
my lover. Goodbye, my friend. Remember when Michael Scott only bought the... He wouldn't buy it. It was just the... You've been the one. You've been the one.
He was just sampling it.
He's like, why don't you just buy the song? I just want to taste.
All right.
I want to taste that pussy.
Ooh. All right. Goodbye.
Bye.